Hello there guys, welcome to this tutorial. And in this, as promised in the earlier tutorial, I told you that I'll be showing you how to send email and verify our emails. And to do that is actually quite easy. So open up your browser and type in Mailtrap, which is a fake SMTP testing server, and click on that link and it will take you to their website. You might actually want to create an account with them, and they will give you a port and a username and also a password, which you need to keep safe, since we'll be using that to connect to send fake emails to Mailtrap. So Mailtrap simulates the work of a real SMTP server. It isolates the staging emailing from production and eliminates any possibility of a test email to land in a real customer's mailbox. Now once you understand all of that, you can actually proceed back to your IDE, into your project, and probably create a JavaScript source file, and you might actually want to call it probably mail config, and just say finish. And we will require a particular package, probably and this package will be the node mailer package, and I'll define a variable here and call it probably validate, and another variable here which I'll call probably transport node dot create transport, and in there I'll have a couple of options, that is the host, port, secure, transport method, username, and the password that we got from the Mailtrap website. And the username will have to go there and the password will have to go there. Now the other thing that we need is I need to define a function here, which I will call probably send mail, and I require an anonymous function which will accept email and probably token. And here I might actually go ahead and define a variable, probably call it mail options, and the first option will be from. So this is the email that is sending them. This is the user who is sending the email. So probably I might actually want to pass in something like, say, just a random name there, and the email probably will go here, say peter@gmail.com, and the other option is where the email is going to. And the subject, probably something like and last but not least the HTML, which I will just type in click, and then I'll open in a h tag and define an href, and the href will take me to localhost and the port. Then I'll pass in a parameter in my URL. Let me just expand on this screen and say t is equals pass in token, probably close the tag and say something like click here, close the tag, and that's that. Once I have all of that, I might actually want to use that mail option by saying transport dot send mail, and I'll pass in the mail options, and also I'll require an anonymous function which will accept error and info, and I might want to check if there is an error that occurred, and probably return print something showing what happened. And I'll grab this console log and paste it just below the if statement, saying probably something like message sent plus info dot probably response, and that's that. Now, before I close this file, I might actually want to put my username and password here, so I'll be back just a bit, so don't go away. Now I am back, so hope you did not miss me that much. Anyway, now I am in the controller.js file, and this file looks a little bit cluttered, so I'm going to separate a couple of things. So I'm going to create another source JavaScript source file, and I'll call it probably connect db, and just finish. And I'll go in the controller.js file. Let me just expand on this, and I'll copy all of this from, I'll copy the package connection, the config variables, and the connection. Let me just copy all of that, cut it, not copying, cutting it, save that, and go to my connect db and paste all of that in there. And I'll create a function which I'll call database, and I'll get all of this and I'll paste it inside there, and I'll make it return the connection. And that's that. Now I can go ahead and actually include this connect db.js file in my controller.js, and to do that is actually quite easy. So I'm going to define a variable here and call it probably simple main require the mail config, and the other one will be const, probably call it connection is equals require connect db, and that's that. Now I can actually want to replace, for example, here in it connect db, it will not work the way it is, so I need to say call that function database here, and I'll copy this and paste it where I have connection, probably somewhere around here. Paste it in there, and I also need to go to the login post function and paste it in there. That way it will work. Now the other thing that I need to do is I need to actually go to the register, and I'll actually require that token from the form that the user is submitting. So I'm going to say token is equals rec dot body dot csrref. Now I'm getting that token and trying to use it, and I'll go somewhere here and I'll define that field. So I'll just say token. The value will be probably passing that token in there. And I'll pass in also enabled, and the value for enabled will be a default of false initially. Then I need to create this token and enabled columns in my database. So I'll go ahead and say desk users, and I need to add those columns. So I'm going to say alter table users, add column token voucher 200 not null. Just press enter, and I'm going to change this token now to enabled. Then press enter, and if I do desk users, it has actually added those two columns. Now once we are done with that, we need to change a couple of things in the, so here insert into user set, I think everything here is just fine. So here where we are redirecting the login page, you might actually want to comment on that and say something like let me just grab that variable. This simple mail variable, and go back to that register route, and I'll paste it here and say send mail, and it will accept users dot email and the token, and that's that. And we might actually want to tell them that we have sent them an email message by saying res.send email has been sent to you, please confirm to finish registration. I think that's fine. So once we have all of that, we can actually now jump to the login post route, and in the login post route we'll actually want to change the SQL. So say select password from users where email is equals question mark and enabled is equals true, and save that. And I think that's all that we changes that we need to make in the login route. Now the other thing that we need to do is we need to create a view. So just go say new, go to author, click on this HTML file and call this view probably verify, and say go to next and just say finish, and I'll jump to the probably login, and I'll copy all of that and I'll paste it inside my verify HTML. And I actually want to do away with all of this. And also with all of this. And let me just expand on this and show you what I have now. So this is what I have. So just go ahead and save it, and probably rename this to EJS. So just go here and rename it to EJS for it to work, and say OK, and go back to my controller.js file and create a route for that verify template. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it down here, and I'll change this to verify and save that, and I'll do away with this. And since I'm very lazy and clever, I'll go somewhere here and get probably this. So I think it is starting from there. So let me just copy this, head over to my verify route and paste it inside there. And the first thing that we need is to get that token. To get that token is actually quite easy. So I'll say var token is equals request dot query dot t, and that's that. And here I just say update users set enabled to probably true, where token is equals question mark and enabled is equals false, and that will actually work for us. So just type in false in there and pass in the token here. Save that, and it actually wants to change this to error and do away with all of this. And that, try to format it a little bit, and here I might actually want to say something like something wrong occurred, please contact the admin. I'm trying to scare away the user. Anyway, we'll find something meaningful to just display to the user rather than scaring them away like me, and then I'll redirect them to the verify page. And here I'll actually want to say probably registration completed, please log in, and that's that. So let's go ahead and try this application and see whether it will work. I'm crossing my fingers and I hope it works. So I'll just go here and stop this and expect more errors to come out. And it is connected. Let's go back to our browser and navigate to the register page. So just click enter, and let me just see whether I have users here. So I'm going to select all from users, so you don't have anybody there. So I'll just go and create a user, probably optimistic bandit at yahoo.com, password and the repeat password. Make sure they are matching and submit. This is where you get errors. No errors. So it's saying an email has been sent to you, please confirm to finish registration. And if we go here, it has sent the message, and let's go and confirm whether that message has been sent to us. So, and yeah, we have a message in our mail trap inbox. So just click on this, and here we have a token that we will submit to our application. So click on it and it will take us to, supposed to take us to the local, to our website. So it's saying that the registration completed, please log in. So if I try to input a wrong user and the wrong password, it will refuse. So I can actually play along and see how secure it is. So this is what I needed to show you in this tutorial. So catch me in the next tutorial, where I don't know what I'll be discussing about. And yeah, hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, have a nice day.